Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Pac-Man. Waiting! Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, high 7. Hey, no, look, we got Mike. Here. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, kill. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Wahoo! Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Man 5-7. 58.
To throw, it's Wentz. Philip Dorsett holds it in. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, boy.
That next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Shit. Black, come on.
On first and 10, it's Sanders.
How are you juking like that? There's no way.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17
17
yards and a first down for Philly.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers
the
in the
ability
league.
that no
I want
user
you to know, I
can
listened
juke.
to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word
Oh,
vision for
no
him.
way.
It was on display there, wasn't it?
Set
It certainly
user
was because he
user.
allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the slip. Sunday.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
All day, defense, all day. Trey 15. 50, Mike, 50. Exit. Bravo. Let's go, Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh,
Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On first down, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Here we go.
Now Wentz. Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's third and goal. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, box drop.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give
Crazy
you an
that I got a
advantage.
pass
How
rush
about
off
right
like
here?
that?
The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. The kick by Elliott is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We go. 15 running. 15 running. Back to the back.
Throwing on first down, Simmons. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
You slow fuck.
A big play there on the catch.
Come on.
73 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Watch twins. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Put it work.
Second and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Oh my God.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Back to throw. Simmons. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Saints have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Oh, no.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I see who you beat, too. Crazy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's find Tim. Hey, Haywood. Hey, we got to get to the
now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check me out, check me out. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Throwing now is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. But he'll get this
doing the same thing that Davies did last night, bro.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hard. Up down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It sound all stupid and shit. I know it's true, but fucking Miles Sanders on the play behind fucking Saquon and Penn State, right?
I think so.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
And too soft.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw. Simmons. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Simmons. Complete. Smith has it. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Oh.
So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Right back. How do it? Fuck me.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check. 46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, Alpha. Hey, defense.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh!
And this will be incomplete.
Oh, good job,
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Wentz will try again on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Wentz going to throw, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Yeah. Come to me, it's me. Mike, hey, exit. Try to do better. Shoot.
2nd and 6. He's got Smith here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Now.
Looking to throw. Simmons. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And
Come on.
Across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
All right.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Simmons. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going deep downfield for Ross.
Really, pass interference?
Going to wind up incomplete.
Fuck out of here,
However,
dude.
we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get the fuck out.
Good.
On 1st down, Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 6 by 7. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Tackles. Tackles.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Rush in. Safe. Topper. 3 by 7.
Here's Wentz to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, my Lord. That was good.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
What's up, Dust?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Simmons. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Simmons. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Simmons. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ted McKinley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Good cover. That was a good cover.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You draw Porter. Leo.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Ready?
Again, it's Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Saints.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, dude. Yo.
Looking to throw. Simmons. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in
Wait,
this
still here?
situation.
Internet
Would have
kick
meant
you out
that there was
yet?
an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed
streaming, by the
watching
way.
how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
actually
you see him pointing,
watching.
communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Okay. We'll put you in a category with a fucking social media spygate.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Sure. Well, I didn't authorize this game
Back to
plan.
throw. Simmons. Oh, fighting off the defender. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I do not approve
The
for this
defense loves to
message.
hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains.
All right, I'm going to go get a drink of Pepsi real quick. But that receiver, that was John Ross, Kev. I'm back, Kev. can't believe he outran
NFC
Ross.
wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Looking to throw. Simmons.
Oh!
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas.
That was dirty,
yards.
Kevin.
And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Davey, did you see that?
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
It's an hour since we started that game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running on first down, Eckler. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Barkley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
52's the mic, boy, 52.
The toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 as Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow.
That ball gets knocked.
The quarterback. You see that?
The teammate comes
along
and scoops it up.
Pick that up.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd
nice
down.
cutback.
It's Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ooh, he got
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cameron Jordan. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. To put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
You will be. NASCAR. Actually, was going to be that pass rush. And the spin move. You playing Call of Duty, Fletch?